So, Kamen Rider Geats episode 44, Creation Part 6, Neon Shine. So, this episode saw the debut of Neon not only turning back into Kamen Rider Gya-Go, but also getting the fantasy buckle and getting her final form, you could say. I don't know. The show's got a couple of episodes to go. There might be the final form, but this is her big power-up that she's been getting and has been teased for the longest time with some leaks. And seeing her in this form looks pretty cool. So, not only that, we also get teased with what Beroba might actually look like, which is something they talked about a couple of episodes ago with what these future people might look like. And although, it's not a good look at it, it's mostly purple CGI face with big glow, you kind of get a glimpse of her true form, which I do wonder if we're actually going to see in the end with characters like Kekora and Beroba and stuff like that, with what they look like, because Beroba is meant to be 3,000 years old or something like that, but they take on the form of a 14-year-old girl. So we got a glimpse of what this future person looks like in the end. But this episode was Neon focused. It was Neon having a great moment, and she uses the fantasy buckle to kick ass and wipes the floor with Beroba, which is really cool. Lays the smackdown on her, which was great to see. But not only that, it's her coming into terms with who she is. She calls herself Neon Kurama and has that really great moment where she wants to protect her family as Beroba comes to the hospital to fuck shit up. But not only that, we've also got the Keiwa side plot going on, where Keiwa is still heel, he's still a bad guy, and I'm getting kind of bored of Keiwa being evil, because you know he's going to turn good and again, possibly. Well, we possibly know that he's going to turn good in the end, but I can understand what he's gone through. He just lost his family, he made this big wish, but it had setbacks, so he had everything taken away from him once again. And Keiwa was that character that he wanted to see the best in everyone, he wanted to see the good in everyone, and he's just been beaten down by the world and everything going on since he joined the game, and now he's had the most important thing taken from him, that being his family, so he's going on this dark path. But no doubt about it, he'll see the light and get brought back to his senses, which is something they're teasing with next week's episode, so we'll see what happens. But Keiwa's evil arc, I'm getting tired of it. We've only got a couple of episodes left of the show, so I don't know how long they're going to drag this on for. It'd be a big twist if Keiwa ends up dying and he doesn't get redeemed, or he gets redeemed and then dies, but we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, evil Keiwa, I'm getting kind of bored with, but he does have a throwdown with Buffa in this episode, and Buffa once again catches an L, and he's not strong enough to beat the Bujin form that Keiwa's got going on for him. But Buffa's having that moment where he says that he believes in Geats and the world he wants to create, so Buffa's had some development as well. He's gone from the angry loner type who wants to kill all riders, and now he believes in Ace. He has some faith in Ace, so he's sort of trying to change his, not change his evil ways, but he's had a new perspective on life where he's no longer the angry loner, and Buffa feels bad for what he did. He's the one that killed Keiwa's sister, and he took full responsibility on when that happened, so the guilt was eating him up, which is something we saw a couple of episodes ago, where he saw the ghosts of the people he killed, but he didn't know that they were Yamato. So Buffa's sort of come around in his own story arc, where he's become the villain to the anti-hero to the villain again to now the hero again. So he's sort of come around in a way. But yeah, like I said, the whole Keiwa wanting to kill Ace because he thinks that's going to grant his wish, we can only guess that Keiwa's going to come around in the end, and the big bad is Jito in the end. So no doubt about it, will be them teaming up to fight Jito in the final arc, no doubt about it. But overall, I thought this episode was pretty good, had some alright moments. We got to see Kosei lay the smackdown on the guy that took his daughter's life, so he sort of got that revenge hit in, which was pretty cool. He looked like he was going to die, he took a blast to save Neon as Beroba was going to kill her while she was tied up, but, he jumped in, and then he spun this thing, and Wolverine claws came out, and he sliced that boar guy the pieces, or Pumbaa guy. That was pretty cool. Like, he had that moment where Kosei has come to terms that, like, he actually cares about Neon and wants to protect her, which is great. Like, he says, you're my daughter. Like, even if, like, I created you, I still have feelings for you and want to protect you. So that's a nice moment that he actually had in this episode. It sucks that he's never going to turn into a rider again because, you know, they have this weird, like, plot convenience moment for Neon where it looked like that she was going to use her father's ID core, and I thought, oh, that's what Neon's going to have. She's going to have a brand new form. But no, she doesn't get that, and that somehow the power of wishing and Ace's creation powers magically turns that ID core into her original ID core, which was kind of a cop-out. I feel like it would have been cool to see her being in a different form to get that power up. But it is what it is. Like, we kind of saw the preview of her in that brand new form. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say when it comes to Kamen Rider Geats episode 44. Alright episode, like I said, I'm feeling a little bit fatigued with... Like, I know that the ending for Geats is coming to a close. I'm just wondering how they're going to wrap everything up within the short amount of episodes, so I have to wait and see what happens. But next week's episode looks kind of interesting. I mean, you've got Dapan showing up. We haven't seen him since episode 4. He got retired from the game, and now he's somehow back, which should be interesting. But then you've also got the 2 movie characters that will be playing a role in next week's episode as well. That's going to tie into the upcoming Geats movie, which I've got my problems with, but I'll probably get into that, you know, in the review for next week's episode. But overall, what did you think of Kamen Rider Geats episode 44? Did I leave anything out of this review, rumbling, recap, discussion, whatever you want to call it? Or did you enjoy this episode or not? I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions. With that said, I think I'm going to bring this video to a close. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, hit that like, hit that notification button, share around on social media and stuff like that, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, take care, and bye-bye.